What's up, everyone? Welcome to Film Spot, and today we'll be talking about best upcoming superhero movies. Wonder Woman 1984 was originally supposed to arrive in June, but as theaters shut down in the US and across the world in March, release dates were delayed left and right. The movie, which sees the return of Gal Gadot as Diana Prince, has since shifted several times. At present, it's dated for December 25th, just in time for Christmas. The plot follows in 1984, during the Cold War, Diana Prince comes into conflict with two formidable foes, media businessman Maxwell Lord and friend-turned-enemy Barbara Ann Minerva, while reuniting with her love interest Steve Trevor. Morbius is an upcoming American superhero film based on the Marvel Comics character of the same name, produced by Columbia Pictures in association with Marvel. Morbius is scheduled to be released in the United States on March 19, 2021. Delayed from an initial July 2020 date due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The movie follows the story of biochemist Michael Morbius tries to cure himself of a rare blood disease, but when his experiment goes wrong, he inadvertently infects himself with a form of vampirism instead. Dwayne Johnson's debut in the DC Extended Universe will have to wait, as the Black Adam movie has lost its 2021 release date and no new date was set. Black Adam was blessed by magic with the powers equal to Superman, but the difference is he doesn't toe the mark or walk the line. He's a rebellious, one-of-a-kind superhero who will always do what's right for the people. But he does it his way. Truth and justice. The Black Adam way. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings is an upcoming American superhero film based on the Marvel Comics character Shang-Chi, the Master of Kung Fu. The movie is scheduled to be released on July 9, 2021 as part of Phase 4 of the MCU. The Suicide Squad is an upcoming American superhero film based on the DC Comics anti-hero team Suicide Squad. The plot follows the adventures of Harley Quinn, Rick Flag, and their team of assembled supervillains. The Suicide Squad is scheduled to be released in the United States on August 6, 2021. Venom: Let There Be Carnage is an upcoming American superhero film based on the Marvel Comics character Venom. Plans for a sequel to Venom began during production on that film, with Harrelson cast to make a brief appearance as Cletus Cassidy at the end of Venom with the intention of him becoming the villain Carnage in the sequel.
I'm here. I'll get out of here. And I will. There's gonna be carnage.
Venom: Let There Be Carnage is scheduled to be released in the United States on June 25, 2021, delayed from an initial October 2020 date due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is still likely at least 2 years away, but it's definitely coming if that's of any comfort. It was originally thought that the threequel could be out this year as one of the first movies of Phase 4, but then there was the whole behind-the-scenes drama of the firing and rehiring of writer-director James Gunn. That delayed things somewhat, especially as Gunn went off to make the Suicide Squad for DC. However, Marvel Studios boss Kevin Feige did confirm at Comic-Con 2019 that Guardians of the Galaxy 3 will happen. As of right now, we don't have an actual release date, but Gunn confirmed that the movie won't be in cinemas until a little after 2021. Eternals is an upcoming American superhero film based on the Marvel Comics race of the same name. The film is directed by Chloe Zhao and written by Kaz and Ryan Firpo. It stars an ensemble cast including Richard Madden, Gemma Chan, Kumail Nanjiani, Lauren Ridloff, Brian Tyree Henry, Salma Hayek, Leah McHugh, Don Lee, Barry Keoghan, Angelina Jolie, and Kit Harington. The film takes place after the events of Avengers Endgame, in which the Eternals, who have hidden themselves for thousands of years, must reunite to protect Earth from their enemies, the Deviants. It is scheduled for release in the United States on November 5, 2021. Following the events of Captain America: Civil War, Natasha Romanoff finds herself alone and forced to confront a dangerous conspiracy with ties to her past. Pursued by a force that will stop at nothing to bring her down, Romanoff must deal with her history as a spy and the broken relationships left in her wake long before she became an Avenger. Black Widow is scheduled to be released in the United States on May 7, 2021 as the first film in Phase 4 of the MCU. Its release was delayed twice from an original May 2020 date. While Spider-Man: Far From Home left audiences with a few game-changing cliffhangers, such as the revelation of Spider-Man's secret identity and Nick Fury as a Skrull, the pre-production of Spider-Man 3 has similarly been keeping fans on the edge of their seats. Originally slated for a July 2021 release, Sony pushed the film's release back to November 2021 and then once again to its current date of December 17, 2021. Jamie Foxx has teased his new Spider-Man role in a deleted Instagram post. This comes after The Hollywood Reporter revealed that the actor had entered final discussions to reprise the role of Electro, first seen in The Amazing Spider-Man 2. The threequel was officially confirmed in November 2019 with Peyton Reed back as director along with Paul Rudd and Evangeline Lilly reprising their roles as Scott Lang and Hope Van Dyne, aka Ant-Man and the Wasp. The official confirmation of the movie didn't come with a release date, but Ant-Man 3 is apparently set for a likely release in 2022. Deadpool 3 is confirmed to be in development at Marvel Studios, but the film doesn't have a release date just yet, and it sounds like fans could be left waiting for quite a while. Atop the mountain of headaches caused by the Fox-Disney merger, one of the most challenging problems for Marvel Studios has been deciding what to do with Deadpool. There's no denying that the character is hugely popular, having raked in well over $1.5 billion across just 2 solo movies, but his graphic violence and bad language hardly pairs with the Disney brand. The Flash movie seems to be fleeing release faster than its title character, with the oft-delayed comic book movie now moving from its scheduled date of June 3, 2022 to a few months later on November 4, 2022. The most recent postponement comes amid a scheduling reshuffle from Warner Bros. Following the further delay of the upcoming James Bond movie, No Time to Die. The Flash will feature the birth of the cinematic multiverse, and Batman makes Barry Allen a new suit. Marvel's Sorcerer Supreme, Doctor Strange, will cast his spell on moviegoers once again. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is an upcoming superhero film based on the Marvel Comics superhero of the same name. Although Cumberbatch will be back for the sequel, there will be a new face behind the camera after the unexpected departure of director Scott Derrickson. Speculation currently points to Spider-Man director Sam Raimi filling that role, with the film scheduled to hit theaters in March 2022. After an awkward development period that went from a CG redo to a record-breaking debut, the Sonic the Hedgehog movie was a pleasant surprise. Now a sequel is not only officially in the works, it has a release date. While other film franchises are getting delayed, Paramount plans to release Sonic the Hedgehog 2 on April 8, 2022. One of the most anticipated DC movies in the works is Aquaman 2, which comes on the heels of James Wan's Aquaman earning more than $1.14 billion at the worldwide box office. Aquaman 2 is currently being written by David Leslie Johnson McGoldrick, who co-wrote the first movie. Wan is also on board to return as director. Peter Safran is returning to produce. Jason Momoa is of course reprising his role of Arthur Curry, aka Aquaman, and both Mira are expected to come back as well. Brie Larson is expected to reprise her role as Captain Marvel. It will be her third outing as the character, following Captain Marvel and Avengers Endgame. Her extraordinary power has amazed the audiences, including a one-on-one fight against Thanos. Not much information about the other cast members is revealed, although Ben Mendelsohn, Lashana Lynch, and Samuel L. Jackson are said to make a comeback as Talos, Maria Rambeau, and Nick Fury, respectively. The development of the movie has slowed down due to COVID-19 pandemic. The film will be a part of MCU Phase 5. Captain Marvel 2 is currently scheduled to release on July 8, 2022. When Thor: Love and Thunder was revealed to fans at the 2019 San Diego Comic-Con, director Taika Waititi confirmed that Natalie Portman, who played Thor's love interest Jane Foster, would return to the franchise and wield the powerful hammer. In the Marvel comic books, Jane took a spin as a new female Thor when the original hero became unworthy to hold the magical hammer and his own title. The movie currently set for release on February 11, 2022. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse 2 might still be a while away, but at least we know the animated sequel is officially in the works. David Callahan, who also worked on Wonder Woman 1984, has written the script for the return of Miles. Producer Amy Pascal has revealed that the movie will pick up on a story thread that was cut from the first movie, a growing romance between Miles and the alternate reality superhero version of Gwen Stacy. The good news, though, is that animator Nick Kondo confirmed on June 9, 2020 that production had began on the sequel, so barring any delays, we can be hopeful that the sequel will be ready for that October 2022 release date. The Batman is a reboot of the Batman film franchise. In his second year of fighting crime, Batman explores the corruption that plagues Gotham City and how it may tie to his own family, in addition to coming into conflict with a serial killer known as the Riddler. The cast includes Robert Pattinson as Batman, Kravitz as Catwoman, Selina Kyle, Jeffrey Wright as Commissioner Gordon, and Andy Serkis as Alfred Pennyworth. A sequel for Shazam! It's no surprise, as it was both a critical and commercial hit, and fans clearly want more of Zachary Levi's childish superhero. Plot details haven't been released, and neither has additional casting, as the movie was only announced at the end of 2019. Still, one assumes all the major cast members will return to their roles, and it also looks like 1990s comedian Sinbad might make a cameo. In another important release calendar restructure, Warner Bros. Has delayed David F. Sandberg's Shazam sequel, Shazam! Fury of the Gods, until June 2023. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.